Let's go. So alkaline phosphate. This is in bold on my test. I don't know if you guys can see that because it is low. So thanks for clicking on Simply Tanika. I am Tanika. If you are new here, welcome. Hit that subscribe button. Let's hang out a while. If you are returning, welcome back. What's up, fertility fam? We gotta do what? Let's get those babies, ladies. Drops fall and the beauty of it all. Good morning, fertility fam. How are you? Today is Tuesday. It is the 9th of April. I don't know where the year is going or where my lighting is, apparently. Hi, how are you? I hope you are well. So it is, like I said, it's Tuesday. Today I'm going back to Dr. Thornton, who is my GP, and we are looking at my blood test results. I think she either did the echo or the EKG, whatever that is that she did last time. We'll review that today. So I'll sit down with you tonight and go over like what all my vitamin levels are and what it means. I'll try to film while we're at the office. We'll see how much, footage I get over there. If I can, I want to record while she and I are talking, but we'll see if that's possible or not. So yeah, then we'll sit down and go over my levels. I don't have the meeting with the cardiologist until the 15th, which is next week. So that's the other thing that the RE wanted. I should also get my mammogram result, or not the mammogram. I got those back. There was, I should get the biopsy. I should get the biopsy results back next week. So yeah, moving and grooving toward getting my checklist off to my baby. How are you guys doing? Happy Tuesday. Hey there. All right, I'm at the doctor's office. I'm getting my results back. The lady left my blood pressure on, but it's 110/80. She's like, the rain must be relaxing. I was like, can't get it myself. It's that CBD oil. I, of course, did not say that, but I think so. And I did meditation music last night to sleep by, like chakra cleansing. They have like this 3-hour meditation music on YouTube. They have an 8-hour too, but I wasn't sure if it would wake me up eventually, so I did the 3 so that when I went to sleep, I could stay asleep. But it was really nice. So I've been exercising, just feel more chill overall. So, which isn't bad. Today's the 7th day, and I got on the scale again. 5 pounds down. All right, I'm just waiting on the doctor.
So some of this stuff, like I said, is this the person doing your IVF and everything?
The RE, yeah.
Yeah. So they asked for it. So it's stuff that I don't really know how to interpret.
Okay, that's
so
fine.
But I can talk about the stuff that I am interpreting. So I did a hemoglobin A1C that's for diabetes, and you do not have it, and you're not at high risk.
What does the A1C mean?
It's like a glycosylated hemoglobin. It's kind of the amount of, like, in layman's term, it's like a little bit of sugar that's on your hemoglobin molecule.
Okay. And I don't have any.
Yeah. So, or you have the normal amount.
Okay.
So basically, what it is a way to look at how well your blood sugar has been controlled over the past 3 months.
Okay.
So, like sometimes, like, I'll do a blood test and you haven't eaten or something. Mm-hmm. Let's say, like, you have a diabetes problem, right? And I do a blood test and you haven't eaten, and your blood sugar's fine. There are times when people come and they, and their blood sugar after they eat gets really, really high. It takes a long time for it to come down. Okay. And that's the type of diabetes. It's like type 2. That'll show that to me. That number will show that to me. Okay. Even if they come in and their blood sugar is normal, the regular blood sugar is normal. This special hemoglobin A1C.
Yeah. Okay, because he said he was looking for insulin resistance because that might be a reason for miscarriage.
So, yeah, insulin. So it could show up. Sometimes they like to do other stuff. Okay. Sometimes this will show. I got the DHEA,
yes.
And it was a little elevated.
Okay. Elevated overall.
It's supposed to fall with advancing age.
Yeah, he wants me to supplement it, so he wanted to know what it was.
Yours is 366. Okay. I don't know if you're supplementing. Your growth hormone is normal.
Okay.
But
He wants to supplement. So DHEA, I'm taking 75 milligrams now. When I do the stims, he wants to give me the human growth hormone. He said he wanted to make sure my testosterone was not elevated, prolactin is not elevated, and thyroid is.
Your prolactin is not elevated.
Okay.
Your testosterone. They didn't do testosterone. I gotta repeat one of these. Okay. Your white blood cell count was a little low. Sometimes that happens.
It was low last year too.
But sometimes it just happens with black people.
Oh really?
Your cholesterol is good.
Okay.
It's really good. It's 172. And your liver and your kidney are fine. So
okay, I had a full workup with a nephrologist last year for my liver. I guess liver and kidney. Because you know I only have the one. So they had me do, like last September, they had me go to a nephrologist.
I don't know why they did this. Anyway, vitamin E and vitamin A specimens need to be protected from light, and they didn't put them in the right tube, so they couldn't run them.
Okay.
Vitamin D was fine.
Alright, that's it. 6 vials of blood, and I guess, oh wait, I don't know if I need to come back in a week. I should ask her. But we're headed home and I'll talk to you. Oh, and I need a copy of the, hang on one second. Okay, we're all done. I am walking out. I'm through Port Authority. It's super loud in here. But luckily I had you guys with me, otherwise I would have forgot a copy of my paperwork. So I have it. We'll discuss it when I get home, and it's quieter. Alright fam, I'm home. Thanks for hanging out with me today. If you liked this video, please remember to give it a thumbs up. It helps me. So if you did enjoy it, giving it a thumbs up helps me know that you liked it, you like this kind of content, and I should continue. And it also helps other people who are looking for similar content find it because you liked it. So your opinion is highly valued. All right, so I have my lab work that I almost forgot, so I'm glad you guys are with me. So I just want to go over it. You heard Dr. Thornton go over some of it, but admittedly, she says she's not an RE. She does do some like gynecological services, like pap smears and whatnot, but she's also not an OBGYN. So some of this is Greek to her, as she said, like she didn't know what AMH was or why it needed to be tested, but I had come in with a list before, which I have a note about that, but I'll get to that at the end of the test because that's one of the last things on here. So first we did a glucose panel, and that came out, I lost my pencil, that came out at 85. The range was meant to be 65 to 139, so it's like right in the middle, which is fine. And actually I won't, let's just see, I'll go through some of these. I'm not going to go through everything. My calcium was 9.2. and the range for it is 8.6 to 10.2. So I am going to discontinue my calcium supplements because that's on the high end. And let me find my pencil, hang on. Back with a pencil, not my pencil, but it'll do. Or not the one I was looking for. So, okay, calcium, so I'm going to discontinue my calcium supplements. Of course, I'll continue to eat healthy, fresh foods that have calcium in them, but I will not supplement any longer. Cholesterol looks good. She said it looks really good. So my total cholesterol is 172. The range is less than 200. HDL cholesterol is 57. Anything over 50 is good. Cholesterol HDL ratio is 3.0, and she's looking for anything less than 5. And then LDL cholesterol calculated is 98, so anything less than 100 is good. So that's actually better than it was a year ago, I think, because I feel like the good cholesterol was too low, something like that. But anyway, it's really good, she said. Triglycerides are 83, anything less than 150. And let's go, so alkaline phosphate. This is in bold on my test. I don't know if you guys can see that. Because it is low. So it's 30. And the range is 33 to 115. So I did a little bit of research. First of all, alkaline phosphate is in every single tissue of our body. Yeah, it's in every single tissue. So it's important. So I did some research on how can I increase this naturally. So first and foremost is to get more zinc. So obviously I can take a zinc supplement, but there are also foods that I can eat that have more zinc in it. So I am planning to go the route of more foods, healthier foods. So Dungeness crab, beef, pork, dark meat chicken and turkey, which I never eat. I actually don't like dark meat turkey. And I like I guess the drumstick is a dark meat on a chicken, right? I like that, so I can eat that. Fruit, yogurt, milk, and cashews, which I just had a whole thing of cashews. I can do that. I love cashews, so straightforward enough. And then there are other things that to increase the alkaline phosphate. So fats and oils, cod liver oil, coconut oil. Cod liver oil is easy. I'm taking now my supplements again. Remember, I had been off of them for 2 months, so I have that. Coconut oil, I can incorporate that more into like cooking. That's one of the fats that we can, or the oils that we can cook with. All right, foods that are high in phosphorus. So eggs, beef, chicken, halibut, salmon, turkey, whole wheat bread, and nuts. So all nuts, which is great. B12, so foods that are rich in B12, salmon, eggs, clams, mussels, crab, beef, chicken, turkey. So we're seeing a theme, right? I need to get more beef, more chicken. We'll do the dark meat chicken, more eggs into my diet, more salmon for sure. I love salmon, but I just haven't been preparing a lot of it lately, so that will be on my grocery list. And then vitamin A, so liver, the liver of ox, chicken, and calf particularly. My mom makes a mean liver and onions dish, which she actually got the recipe when we were in Italy in Venice. It's Venetian liver and onions. I'm gonna get that recipe. Really good. So I need to incorporate more liver. And chicken liver is easy. I can fry up some chicken liver, no problem. But more liver, vitamin A. Chili peppers, dandelion root, which I do get some of. I can have more of that. I use that as, it's in my detox tea, so I need to take more of that. Not the 14-day detox tea, but there's a separate, like just like dandelion root tea that I have that's good for detoxification, so I'm gonna drink more of that. Carrots, which I've been drinking since I started my weight loss journey again, or I've been eating lots of carrots. Apricots, I love dried apricots, so that's good. Kale, can always have more kale, right? Sweet potatoes, I don't prepare them enough. I think I can start doing them baked. I just think of sweet potato and like sweet potato pie. I think of holidays when I think of sweet potato, so I don't eat it on a regular basis, but I'm a fan of a baked sweet potato with some butter in it, and so yeah, I can do that. Spinach, I love spinach. I eat lots of fresh spinach, so I can up that. And then fish oils like salmon and cod liver oil. So those are ways that I'm going to alter my diet to increase my alkaline phosphate, right? So easy enough. I think this approach, and I'll do a separate video, is going to be more food than pills, just because it covers a variety of different things, and it's not like targeted like we see. Like salmon is in the fats and oils, it's in the B12, it's in the vitamin A, it's not in the zinc, but it's across multiple groups instead of me buying a pill for, you know, B12 and buying a pill for vitamin A. Get it in the food. What else we have on this list? Okay, so iron. My iron is 92. They're looking for a range of 40 to 190, so I feel good about that. I do eat an iron-rich diet already. I was not taking iron supplements. There might be some in the prenatal, but I didn't like go purchase a separate iron supplement. Cholesterol total, 172. Anything less than 200 is good. White blood count is low. It was low last year as well, so I'm not worried about it. I went to the nephrologist in like September of last year, and he gave me a clean bill of health, so that's not that big of a deal. She does want me to come back, as you heard, in 2 weeks to test it. Okay, so here's where it gets interesting. We have the reproductive hormones that we tested. So I want to say the day that we tested, I was on cycle day 13, mid-luteal phase. It was the day of ovulation. So that, I just want to say that because, you know, it impacts what your progesterone is, what your FSH, what your LH, where you are in your cycle, right? You would expect very different numbers in your follicular phase, ovulation day, and then luteal phase. Those numbers are all going to be different because there's different things going on in our bodies. So at that point, ovulation day, my progesterone was 0.6. HCG was less than 2. I don't know what that means. Folate was 13.1. Oh, interesting. Yeah, so the folate was 13.1. Anything over 5.4 is good. So I think like the iron and the folate, you can see it's high because I do eat a lot of green vegetables, and it's just there. I didn't take a folate supplement. There is some in the prenatal, but not above and beyond. So I think that's a great level. Definitely at the high end and definitely good for baby making. DHEA sulfate, or DHEAS. So we've talked about it before. I have a separate video about DHEA and CoQ10, specifically Ubiquinol. What is it? It's in everybody's body. We all have it. As you heard the doctor say, because she was looking at the lab work, it declines with age. So she was like, it's fine. And then I kind of explained the RE wants me to increase it because it helps increase follicles, which is beneficial during IVF. Women normally have DHEA, like I said, in their system. If you have like PCOS, you may have an elevated amount along with testosterone. She has to test for the testosterone, so I can't talk about that today, but when I get that blood work, I will bring that into the loop. DHEA in women helps with libido and sexual satisfaction. So if you've been singing that song, I can't get no satisfaction, and I try, get you some DHEA, girl. If you don't have PCOS, of course, but get your levels checked first so you know what's going on. And then both in men and women, it helps with the immune system. So it's not a bad thing to have. Mine is at 366. She's saying it's high because the range the lab is giving her is between 19 and 231, but that is for a woman of my age who would not be trying to conceive. Because I am trying, we want my range to be mirroring that of a 20 to 29-year-old, which is when I would have been most fertile, or more fertile. I think you might be most fertile, like under 20 actually. But anyway, another video. 20 to 29, my range would be 65 to 380. So I'm at 366. So I'm within a good range. So I will continue to take my 75 milligrams of DHEA every day. Growth hormone was 1.2. Anything less than or equal to 7.1 is normal. And it's nanograms per milliliter is how they're measuring that. I feel like I missed a page because I had the note about the sex hormones and then it went missing. All right, prolactin is 7.0 and they want to see, oh God, let's see. Oh, it's a range. So non-pregnant, the range is 3.0 to 30. So I was at 7, so I'm at the lower end of non-pregnant, so that was good. Estradiol, we already went over. Okay, now we're ready for page 4. Hemoglobin A1C, you see I asked her what it is. I still don't understand. I've bugged Tanika TTC about this as well. I don't exactly know what the A1C is. She said something about 3 months. They didn't test me 3 months ago, so I would have to do a little more research on it. At this point, I've got other fish to fry. My A1C is at 5.2. Anything less than 5.7% of total hemoglobin is fine. So it says I'm consistent with absence of diabetes. I'm not gonna do much research on that. If you know in some succinct way to tell me what A1C is, by all means, let me know. Okay, vitamin D is 43. They are looking for a range of 30 to 100 on this. They're saying a deficiency is anything less than 20. Insufficiency is 20 to 29. Optimal is over 30. Yes and no. Because I'm going through fertility treatments, I would like to get it at least in the mid-range, right? 43 in a range of 30 to 100 is closer to the lower end. So I'd like to get it to the middle range. So I'm going to continue taking my vitamin D supplements. And then I looked up some other ways. Now that it's getting warmer, daily exposure to the sun, 10 to 30 minutes. So I exercised today. I exercised yesterday, but I don't know how much sunlight I got because it was in the evening, but I did go this morning, so I definitely got an hour worth of sunlight. So I will work on that. I don't know if I can do it every day. Oh, I guess the subway walk is like 10 minutes, right? So we'll get that one. Quality sleep, there's a relationship between serotonin and melatonin. So when you have sufficient amounts of vitamin D, it helps create serotonin, which is like your happy hormone. And you use that in the daytime. And then when you go to sleep, any excess serotonin you have can be converted to melatonin, which helps you get a better night's sleep, which is sort of like this circle, which is, have you ever heard of SAD disease, seasonal affective disorder, which I think I have, where there's no sunlight or you're in darkness and it just makes you kind of blue. It's because of that relationship between the vitamin D, the serotonin, and the melatonin. You might be blue, you might not be sleeping well, you might sleep a lot, but it not be quality sleep. So I'm going to get quality sleep. I've been doing so much better, you guys, with the weighted blanket, the hemp seed oil, and I did magnesium last night. I've been getting a good solid 7 hours, which feels amazing. And I've been recording less videos, as you guys know, but that's all part and parcel for getting knocked up. Okay, diet. Eggs, mushrooms, which I love, both eggs and mushrooms. Fish, wild salmon, tuna, and mackerel. They stress wild salmon. For any salmon that you're going to eat, it should be wild. You don't want to get farm raised. It just has more toxins in it. If you want the cleaner, less poisoned, chemically infused salmon, you want to do the wild. And it will usually say when you purchase it, most of it is farm raised. You have to kind of comb through for the wild. It costs a little bit more, but it's better for you. And it is a very fatty fish, and so you just don't want one that's been exposed to any sort of toxins. So salmon, a 4-ounce piece of salmon gives you 250% of the daily recommended dosage of vitamin D. So I'm all over the vitamin D. And then the supplements, which I said I will continue. I've got the chocolate and I've got the little, like the oily gel one. So I'll continue both of those. And then the AMH. So this is what I was saying about having the doctor take it, and she didn't really have a frame of reference having this doctor take it, because I panicked when she said like 0.05, and she was just like, oh, that's normal for your age. It's not, because it would have dropped a whole 10%. But then when I got home and calmed myself, I can see on here it says that this place has transitioned to the FDA approved Beckman Access AMH assay. For physicians monitoring patients, please note that the reference ranges have changed, so a new baseline may need to be established. So it's not on the same, it's not being measured in the same way that it was before when I had it done a year ago. So it may not be that low. I mean, it very may well on that new scale, like on the old scale, but I need to talk to the RE. I need more information about that, because the GP didn't know, and obviously she didn't know like how traumatizing it was, because she was like, oh, that's normal for your age. And I was like, because that's a whole like 0.1%. Like if it was 3.87, let's just say it was 0.4, now it's 0.05. It's like, what happened? So, and it's a year later. However, the measurement has changed. The lab measures in a different way. And so we'll talk to the RE and see what that is. All right, ladies, so that's it. And gentlemen, like 10% of you are now men. So welcome, gentlemen. And more of you guys, let me know what brings you here down in the comments below, because I end up usually talking to the ladies, which is good and lovely, but I'd love to talk to the men as well, and find out where you are on your journey and how I can support you. Thank you to both of you, ladies and gentlemen, for joining me. I hope that shed some light on kind of like starting your testing process before you decide to supplement and change your diet. And I'm going to do a separate video on how I am going to, what supplements I will be taking preparing for IVF, and how I will also be eating differently to prepare my body for IVF. I'll give you nitty-gritty specifics. We'll talk about some meal planning and, you know, give you the tools to help you come up with your own plan to prepare for IVF or just TTC. I think as healthy as we can be, if you don't have to get to IVF, if you can get your body ready before and conceive naturally, that's even better. And so I want to walk you through the healthy way to prepare. All right, I'll talk to you later. Bye. Baby dust to you all.